Hey everyone, Sarah back again today, and I am here using the new Mercy Tiara kit. I'm excited. I finally got it in the mail and I had to dig right in. But I'm also using day 5 sketch from Follow Your Sketch February with Scrapbooking Reflections. And so it's actually a 2-page spread. I don't do 2-page spreads usually anymore. So I kind of make it work for me as 1 page. And I definitely changed things up quite a bit. I found this die cut in my stash that I'd had forever. And instead of just stacking the photos on my page, kind of like it showed on the sketch, I decided to back the cut file with my photos. I still used 5 photos. Actually, I want to say the sketch showed more than that. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It showed 6. Well, technically one of those doesn't have to be a photo. Not really any of them all have to be photos. But anyways, I chose to use 5 photos. And I'm going to back them behind this cut file. Yeah, I didn't make you watch me backing that the entire time because it takes forever and I cut slowly. So I try not to cut the cut file itself. I still did. And here I'm trying to just kind of figure out what if I want a colored background, or am I really looking to back the cut file, or what am I going to do? That's kind of what's running through my head right now when I was looking at this. And then I decided, yeah, I'm going to back the cut file. And I love this bright yellow. I think that's kind of one thing that made me decide to back this cut file. I get to use more of the pretty colors. So, and this is a Vicki Boutin paper that I'm backing this one with. I do a complete mix and match of pretty much everything that came in the kit when it comes to paper. I know that I use Vicki Boutin. I use Simple Stories. Oh, don't even make me lie because I can't remember exactly. I'd have to pull out the kit and look at exactly what I used. But here's one of the Simple Stories ones. I'm going to use it to back one of the circles. Again, I won't make you watch me do all of this. I just figured I would show a small portion of me backing my cut file. I like this one. I didn't figure I would ever actually use the pencils. So I decided to cut it down and use a portion of it for backing my cut file. I really like the fact that it kind of looks just like an awesome stripe. So, like I said, wasn't going to make you guys watch the entire process. And of course, I've got to rough up the edges. So I'm going around the entire thing and roughing up the edges. But honestly, this kind of saves me because I messed up the edges of some of these while I was fussy cutting around them. And it makes it look better. It makes it look more purposeful. So yeah. And which is funny because the part that I actually did mess up gets completely covered. No big deal. But I cut out the portion of where I was not on screen at all. I was searching my craft room for my circle cutter for 30 minutes. So I used my really sophisticated tools, my little plate there, to cut out a circle. Trace the circle and cut it out. And I also use my tape here in a minute to do the same thing. If you can't find it, you can find something else to use, right? So, yeah, I wasn't giving up. I decided I was still going to use it. I was still going to go ahead and do my circles, and I did. Like I said, I made it kind of work for me. I rotated where the circles were on the layout. I do like the circles, especially the fact that there's that 3/4 of a circle on the cut file with a circle down in the left corner of it too. So I thought that was kind of cool. Here I am ripping open one of the Vicki Boutin sets, well actually 2 of them, and slicing off the top. And I sit here, I go through every single piece and I make this huge pile. Ooh, I might want to use that. Ooh, I might want to use that. Anybody else do this? I pull out so much stuff, it's insane. I end up with an extremely large pile of things. And no, I do not use them all. And then here in a second, I realize, hey, I have another bag to go through. I'm not using butterflies on this one. Even though it's an outside, whole thing about layouts, or the whole layout is about outside. Words hard sometimes. That is going to be my title though, Capturing the Vibe. These guys had a blast. It was just nothing but fun the entire time we were out. It was just a day. We did have no plan. and it was hot. It was fall. You could not tell it by the fact that it was over 100 degrees. But yeah, we had no plan for what we were doing. We ended up at a park. We ended up hiking. We ended up feeding ducks. We ended up doing some trails, all sorts of stuff. It just was a blast. So yeah, I had to do this, and the squirrels are just the cutest little die cuts, and my girls really wanted me to use those on this layout, and so I did. I used both squirrels on this layout because, to me, I tell them sometimes they remind me of squirrels because they go from one thing to another, but I guess they kind of get that from me. I'm like, ooh, piece of candy. Anyways, I'm going through all these embellishments, and I am finding places to put them on this layout, putting some on top of the die cut or the cut file, and everything. And I'm going to start going ahead and putting them down. Of course, I've got to rough up the edges, and that little bug down there at the bottom is just the cutest. I love it. But I just add a little bit of glue to them so that they're going to stick to the cut file, not the layout as of yet, because I hadn't decided if I wanted to pop them up or what I wanted to pop up. So I'm just adding little bits of adhesive here and there so that it'll stick to the other papers, but not the background. Because again, I still wasn't set on a white background with this. So just going to continue roughing things up and gluing things down in little bits and pieces. Ouch. I love all the bright, fun colors in this kit. I mean, I know technically it's still winter. Here it went from freezing and then back into the 70s and 80s, and now we're in the 60s. We're supposed to get back down in the 40s and 50s, some 20s, but we'll see. It's all, man, this year has been back and forth. And I say that including some of this last year, sorry. I keep forgetting it's just now starting a new year. But yeah, I'm still going through and gluing all this stuff down to the papers. I love this little potted plant. I don't know where else I would use it, but it just sits perfectly under the edge of that circle to have all the greenery coming out around that flower. I thought it was fantastic. So I went ahead and used it. Here I went ahead and pulled out my fun foam and just started chopping pieces. And I did not make you watch all that because it took me forever. It doesn't help when I'm watching a movie and I keep stopping and catching myself watching it. I pulled out these, I love these, my Prima metallic watercolors, and I did a messy splatter. And if you see, I did some hardcore splats where I got bigger ones and everything. I went ahead and did that. I let it dry, and I came back and I was trying to figure out what else I wanted to do. I wasn't happy. I wanted more color than just the white. So you see me trying to figure out, okay, am I going to add some more of that dusty blue behind? Tried the pattern dusty blue, wasn't liking it. That had too much orange for me. And then there was the yellow heart, and I liked it. But I wasn't sure still. You'll see here in a second. I still wasn't sure because I tried to stick it back down onto that dusty blue, and I'm like, meh. I tried though. I put everything back on and I kept trying, and I'm like, nope. As soon as I slid this one behind it again, I was like, I'll try the other dusty blue pattern, and then no, it's going to be the yellow. It's got to be the yellow because I like the bright. I needed the bright. I like a lot of bright colors. You've been here for a while. You probably know that. And I'm also scatterbrained and all over the place. So yeah. But I went ahead and gutted that paper so that I didn't lose all that beautiful yellow paper plus all the stuff that's on the other side of it. And I'm going to go ahead and add tape to the inside of this so that I can rough up the edges. And there's still room to do that. So stand up real quick and place that down. And then I'm going to add my glue to this, and I'm going to start adhering things to the actual background. It's about time, right? Some of the bits and pieces hang over. This one I purposely hang all the way over the right-hand side. It actually goes off the side of the layout, and I will trim it. Otherwise, it would have been way too far in. And then this one, I stick on the inside just to where it's up there against the yellow. And I trim this off. And that's, I think... Nope, I forgot. I used the sequins. The sequin mix is so cute. And I don't have the habit of just sticking them down. I just kind of sprinkle them and I glue them where they are you know, where they fall. The only thing I do take off here is I take off a couple of the stars because I decided I did not want the stars on the layout, just not for this one. They're adorable and I love them, but it just really didn't make a lot of sense with this layout. So I went ahead and took the little stars off, the ones that did manage to fall. And I'm just going to keep gluing those down. I fight with one of them here. There it is. I'm fighting with it underneath there, but I get it. So it's okay. I'm almost done here with these. They keep sticking to my finger because I got glue on my finger. And there I am pulling off a couple of the other ones that were like stacked inside of each other. But that's it. That finishes this layout for me. I had a blast with it. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching it. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe so you're notified when I upload more. Make sure to check out the links below so you can head over to Mercy Tiara's shop and check out the kits. Have a great day. Bye.